This is a video of how to turn a query into a quick report so you can print it or use the data in Excel or Google Sheets. It's a great trick to be able to get your data out to a place where you can use it, sort it, filter it, and all that. There is a snapshot feature that we'll go over in another video, but this is quick report, which is a lot easier. It's under options. So you're still going to go to options. And when you make your query, you have a choice of doing save as. And that's a good idea if you want to use it again. And then another layer beyond that is to make it into a quick report. So it's a little confusing. But if you want to run a query more than once and just look at the data on the screen, definitely save it, give it a name. Give it a name that makes sense to you so you can find it again. Don't just name them query 1 and query 2 and stuff like that. If you want to use a quick report, click Reports. After you run your query, click Reports right here next to Options and choose Quick Report. Now you're going to have to look for a quick report because it's way at the bottom. And there's a lot of district created reports, which are amazing. And they might have already what you need. So look through these because you might not have to make a quick report at all. But if you want to make your own, choose Quick Report. And then choose New Report. It's the top choice, and then choose Next. In the top right corner, the steps will change so you know what step you're on. Simple table is the most common format, so leave that there and then choose Next. Now here's where you want to define the fields that you want to use and get in your output. So I usually double click name on the right side to get it out of there, to remove it. You can click something once and then hit remove, or just double click it. If you double click something here, it pops it over to the right side. Or you can click it once and click add. If I want a basic sheet of kids' data, I will do grade level, homeroom, last name, first name, the name of their homeroom teacher, their email, and their address. And you can even break out the street address and the town if you want. If you go up here, there's other address fields if you look around in the table for them. When you're done, click Next. But make sure you check the up and down arrows here to make sure this is in the order that you want, like homeroom, then homeroom teacher, then grade level, and so on. You use these up and down arrows to get things in the order that you want. And when you've got it all set, click Next here. You'll be on step 4. Sorting your data is important. You can sort it more in Excel or Google Sheets, but it's just easier to do this step here. So I usually like grade level and then homeroom and then last name and then first name. And don't forget to hit Next. You're on step 5. You can get a total count if you want to. It's not entirely necessary, but it'll tell you how many students came out of the query. And I never use page break. And just choose Next. And on step 6 of 8, choose CSV instead of web page. You have these different choices, and web page is fine if you just want a quick printout. It comes out formatted fairly nicely. I've never used text. CSV usually works perfectly. You click Next. You don't need to change anything on step 7. Just click Next. And then here's where you want to make sure you choose Save As and put a name in for your report. Put in a name that makes sense to you. If you make it report 1, report 2, report 3, you're going to forget what it is. I used to put my initials on the end too at my old school. That way, when I looked at the list of reports, I could quickly see which ones were mine. Make sure you click finish. Now, when you get the CSV format on your screen, you might have to do Control A for select all, Control C for copy, Control V into an Excel sheet or a Google spreadsheet slides. Sorry, Google Sheets. And when you get that paste, it's going to look weird. It's going to be all squished like this in column 1. And it's very easy to change it. And I'll go to that screen right now where I have the squished data in a sheet. It is separated by semicolons. Sometimes it comes out at comma separated, but you choose data, split text to columns, and usually it can detect automatically, but I know I set this up with semicolon. So I'm just going to choose that. And look at that. It sorted it out. And I can click and drag in between the column headings to make sure everything is visible. And that's all you'd need to get your data into a format that you can now play with it. You can give it a name up here, and you can make labels out of this. You can print it. You can sort it and filter it more. It's a beautiful thing. So when you're done, just make sure you name everything and make sure it's named something you will remember.